Good evening, everybody. How you doing? Captain Jack here. It is Thursday night, and I'm watching the Flyers. And it's been a while, and I don't want to jinx them, but because I haven't watched them in a while, I think they've won like the last 3 games. I'd have to look on the in the fair warning. I'm tired. Fair warning, I am tired. I am tired. The only reason why I'm up is because I am required to do a Thursday show. I'm dead. But what's the word I'm looking for? When I say I'm supposed to do something and I'm going to do something, I'm going to do it. So after the show, other than Ed Winchell is going to give me a phone call, that's required too, because we were talking about it. I got most of my stuff ready to go from last weekend. I just got to put in new clothes. Hollywood, make sure you bring your Twinsy shirt. I have mine ready to go. But I will pack. I will get some sleep. Hollywood, I won't be able to get out there until 10:30 at night. I looked. It would have cost me a couple $100 to change my flight, and not that I'm an old worrywart, but I have enough vacation time for Monday when I fly back, and I'll have a little over 10 hours of vacation after that, which is not a lot, but it is a day. And I don't want to, go thin. And I could have went out early, be very early, and then God forbid, I'm going to say it, God forbid I get sick, and then I don't have any time. So I'm sorry. I want to say hello to people that are here. Robert Pena, thank you for being in here. Yarg. If I do a yarg right now, I'll sound like an old sick effer. Matrix is here. I truly hate the Chiefs. Matrix, you and I both. Matthew 72007. If you see this mark here, like there on here on the screen, but on the what is it? On YouTube, it looks, what is it? I know it's a pirate. It's a pirate. That means that Matthew 72007 is a member of the channel. He has joined. Just push join. For $5 a month, you get your $5 perks, which is being a member of the ship's crew. $10 will get you double the perks when I do the perk stuff. Ooh, hello, mommy. There's a blonde on the commercial, hot, and I'm not I'm not normally a blonde seeker, but she's hot. $100 in free bets, points bet. Okay, they owe me money. They just gave them a plug. She's hot. Anyway, I'm watching the Flyers currently beating the Coyotes in Philly 5-2. And it's strange because, in a few, on Sunday, we're going to talk about the game on Saturday, right? And then we ain't going to talk about the Raiders for a while. I will be talking about, obviously, the as the season going. I see Avatar is coming in here. So Avatar, who is a Broncos fan and a sailor, thank you, Avatar, for being here. We'll be talking Wild Wild West because obviously the Chiefs and the Garglers will be in the playoffs. And I think somebody asked me a question about, what do I think about? I'll have to get back to it. Jay, love Jay. Good to see you, honey. Hollywood, as I said, is in the house. Hello to Hollywood. Oh, here it was. It was Matthew. Did you hear the Raiders organization is throwing away Carr's carrier? What's a carrier for what? Matthew, what does that mean? I don't understand. I'm sorry. I don't understand. Yeah, I will. Yeah. I wanted to be in early for Hollywood and see the people. There's a couple of people that are already going to be in there. I know Maritza's going to be in there. Not my, but a gorgeous, gorgeous lady. Was a Vampira Raiderette, great gal. She's going in early. Oso's going in early. They're all going to be there early tomorrow. I won't be there till 10:30 if all goes well. And then I'm going to drop my stuff in the room and I'll go out and do something. I wanted to go out with Wood to the convention center. We know what's going on in the conventions. That's right next to my hotel. Maybe I just might walk over there. But when I get there, I will give you a call. Avatar again in here. Just received an autograph from my favorite Bronco, Steve Atwater. Wow, that is awesome, Avatar. And I like Steve Atwater. He actually should have been a Raider because he played with headhunter type syndrome. Headhunter type syndromes. He wanted, as a safety, he wanted to knock your block off. He had like a bigger version of Atkinson and Tatum back in the day. Ronnie Lott was like that. Steve Atwater, great player. If you ever get a chance to run into him, Avatar, you can tell him that I definitely enjoyed his game. Salute to him. Salute to Jay. You're just a very horny dude. Who me? Am I? Oh, that's a goal. That was a goal. They're showing it again. It went past the line. I thought it was. It hit the post. No, they didn't give it to him. Thought it was a goal. Should have been 6-2 Flyers. Oh my God. If we get Brady, I know his age is concerned. 45, 46, right? Pretty much know that we will make playoffs, at least the divisional round. We know the Chiefs won't stand in our way because postseason Brady always been in Mahomes and Chiefs' way. Likely, but that's years ago. I mean, when did Brady last win the Super Bowl? When he was 42? It was 42. That was 3 years ago? There's reports, and I'll put the link up in a minute. There's reports that Josh McDaniels does not want Tom Brady. I hope that's true. But you know who does? Mark Davis does. Per reports. Mark Davis does because he wants ass in the seats. What Mark Davis doesn't understand is that, yeah, there will be ass in the seats every game. He just doesn't like the fact is that there are asses in the seats that don't belong to the silver and black, right? Sucks, Mark. Eat it. You're still getting paid for the seats. I don't know. Carrier? Carrier? That the Raiders cut. They didn't cut. Do you hear the radio is throwing away Carr's? Oh, is it like career? Maybe, I don't know. He ain't throwing it away. Jack Kenna's in here. They ain't throwing away his career. His career is ahead of him. Cool Kev, thank you for being here. Jack Kenna again. Salute. He meant his career. Yeah, okay. He didn't throw away his career. Derek Carr did that on his own. Carr's no trade clause in his new contract signed last year makes it very difficult for us to get much in return when he's gone. Zach. We were talking about this today with a non-Raider fan. And it's a matter of, first off, he's not going to be on the Raiders when the season starts. But here's the but. The Raiders and Carr, I think, are going to play a game of chicken. But in order to do that, you need to make sure that you have $40 million in cap space. And the reason why I say that is this. If they carry him, right, which is what, February 14th or 15th, let's call it February 15th, which I believe is the day he needs to be cut. So the Raiders only have a $5.6 million cap hit, right? They're going to eat that. They're going to eat that. That's okay. But if he thinks he's going to get cut, he's like, well, I'm going to go to Team X, Team Y, or Team Z and make them better and F the Raiders. He can do that. But and he can pick who he wants. But here's the other thing. If the Raiders play chicken with him, and I don't know the cap ramifications if you trade him. I think it's still only going to be 5-6. I'm not sure. But if you trade him when you got him under contract, is that a goal? Oh, almost. If you're going to eat 5-6, whether you cut him or trade him, you're going to eat 5-6. But it's like if you keep him on the team and his cap kicks in until you trade him, I think is the rule. That's a game of chicken. So we'll see what happens. Curious how AKK. Curious how Stiddy will play. Yeah, I am as well. I think he'll play okay. Yeah, with the Bucs. I think. Like I said, I don't want Tom Brady. Do not want Tom Brady. Brady comes here. He's going to punk McDaniels. I don't know why punk him again. I'd take Brady before Rodgers because Packers is going to want massive trade. True. I don't want Rodgers at all, because you got to give him something. No to Aaron Rodgers. I've heard the Raiders want Brady, then Jimmy G. Yeah, I think, oh my God, now we start having the bots. The bots are here. Hang on. Oh my God. Oh, let me get rid of the bots. No, don't delete them. Don't delete them. Report them, then delete them. Yeah, don't delete them until report them, then delete them. Okay, got the bots. Let me get rid of the bots. Report. Pornography. Report. There you go. Okay. When you got, you want to get rid of the bots, but you want to report them, then delete them. Okay. I appreciate the admins take care of this, but I got them here. Okay. I got rid of the sex bots. Raiders want Brady, then Jimmy G. Probably. Eric Keene, did you just say that Carr threw his career away on his own? Yeah, Eric, he did. Because Eric was like, I can't see, he said that the Raiders threw his career away. No. Derek Carr was responsible for his career. Honestly, the old expression, if you're given lemons, make lemonade, right? And I'm not a Kardashian. I heard Jimmy also. Carr's going to be vegan. Albert Lewis, finalist for Hall of Fame, great and all. At the same time, where's Lester Hayes punking him? Yeah, I agree. Matthew. Ruben's in the house. Kenna's in the house. Thought it was 3 days out. Yeah, it's like February. It's around February 15th. Edwards, I think all this started with Jacobs was mad, then trying to do whatever to keep Jacobs and Adams. The only way would be cut Carr to save. No, I think, again, they from what I understand, Jason, they knew, and this is what pisses me off. They knew after 4 games. That he was not the guy. Could you imagine if you know after 4 games he's not the guy? I would have benched him then. What was our record after 4 games? I don't remember. Was it like 1-3, 2-2 at best, right? 1-3, I think. We won our first one. We lost against the Card. No, we lost. We lost. No, we were 0-2 because we lost against the Chargers and we lost against the Cardinals. 2-2 at the best. They knew after 4 games he wasn't the man. Rather have the Raiders draft a quarterback, old Arse Brady with no arm left, or brittle Jimmy G, who will get hurt. Yeah. You all know how to spell the word career, right? Yeah, Eric. Yeah, I do. Thank you, Eric. Carr would take a pay cut. He wants to stay a Raider. I don't care, Ruben. They don't want him. Meant they're sabotage. Okay, no. No. Again, Carr did this to himself. He did this to himself, honestly. I reported him then delete. Thank you there for the sex bots. Jack, I'm thinking they're drafting quarterback. Yeah, they are. They're going to draft quarterback. They could. And they could draft Will Levis if he drops the like that. Right now they're 7. If they lose to the G, I'm not saying they are, but I think I'm actually on record saying that they should beat the Chiefs. I'm on record. Ed Winchell thinks they're going to lose. I think we're going to win. Yeah, I got bots. Hey, Down Under's in the chat. Good to see you. How you doing there, Ozzy? They've been talking about the Giants. There's a bunch of people that want Derek Carr. There are. Man, I really like you, but I disagree. Okay, that's fine, Eric. You don't have to agree with me. Everybody has an opinion. And I think this is it. Derek Carr. Oh, the Raiders. See, the Flyers have scored again. It's 6-2 with less than 5 minutes to play in the third period. I haven't seen the Flyers play this well in forever. If the Jets are interested in Carr, they can have him. You're trying to draft Will Levis? I think so. Dirty Lowe's in the house. Hey, good to see you. Salute to you in the chat. Thank you there, Dirty, for being here. 100% agree. Cap Carr in charge of his own life and what he does on the field has to do to it. Thank you. But you don't have to agree with me either. I'm not saying it as a popularity contest, but, Down Under agrees with me. What lemons are you going to use for McDaniels? Ruben, first off, you owe Ed $50. So does Tito. Likely. Carr is a decent quarterback. I agree with that. But there's no quarterback going to step in and make it an upgrade, prove me wrong. We'll see. Do you remember when we drafted Derek Carr, who the quarterback was for the Raiders? Do you remember? It was Matt Schaub. We picked up Matt Schaub to be the quarterback, and Derek Carr came in preseason and won the job, and it's been our quarterback since for 9 years. 9 years. He's been our quarterback for 9 years. So who's to say that somebody else can't come in? And again, Eric, I'm not trying to have a pissing contest with you. Just you don't know. Mac Jones was in the system last year with the Patriots as a rookie, and they went to the playoffs. They had a defense, though. And that's why I don't want old man Brady here. I want his money spent on defense. We got weapons on the offense. You need to get some depth on the offense on the line, maybe more receiver, and then you go from there. Hey, Thor, I see you, brother. Good to see you. And by the way, Thor has a show in about 38 minutes, and Thor will be pumping and pimping his own show. It's I think Thor said it's the last show of the year for him. I don't know. He'll tell you that. Let me get through the comments. Thor, and what we'll get. And Thor, I gave Thor the link early because I wanted him to come in. Should have benched Carr after the Colts game. I agree. The real hope they draft the right quarterback. I agree. The person who needs to be benched is the head coach. No, I disagree. Ruben's a McDaniels hater. I think we will come in as 1 year bridge soon with QB2, and we draft Anthony Richardson. God, I hope not. CJ Stroud. God, I hope not. I don't think so. Gravy's in the house. Wow, good to see you, man. I need some gravy. I need some more of that. What do you call it? Beard stuff. You got my number? Yeah, let me know. Levis drops to the second round. Okay, then fine. We get him in the second round. Okay. White drive. We already have a rookie quarterback we drafted last year, and we'll pick up the back quarter for year. We back. Okay, but we'll see. Yeah, I'll get to these when I bring Thor. Okay, Thor, I got you in the show early.
Hey, what's up, Cap? What's happening, everybody in here, man? I'm really sorry. I'm gonna have to figure something out for my show because where I'm at, I can't hear nothing right now. Too much. So
Where are you at?
I'm trying to hear. I'm like putting my ear to the thing and everything. Gravy in the building. Jack Kenna, Coke Kev, all everyone in here. Right on. Thank you. I know Cap told me to come on here real quick. I'm supposed to do a live show on my new channel, the Raider Nation Drinking Club, at 7. So I assume we're talking about what's going on in the world of Raider quarterback is kind of what I was kind of can hear. Baby, brother, what's happening, baby? Um, so honestly, I like the kid, man. I like the kid Stidham. I understand we need to probably draft a quarterback. I'm in Vegas now, and today on the front of the Las Vegas Review Journal was this whole thing about Tom Brady. Now, this all, as Raider fans, probably hurts us bad, right? Like we're like, ugh, fuck Tom Brady. I can't. I'm sorry, Cap. My bad. Screw Tom Brady. Screw Tom Brady. We hate Tom Brady. I'm sorry.
I know. And trust me, it takes all my strength not to cuss either, Thor.
Oh man, here. I'm sorry. I owe you guys a drink,
Thor. There you go. Yeah, but just say it without.
You
Thor. You know, I cuss on everybody else's show, but when I run for Roku, I can't. You know that.
Anyway,
go ahead.
Anyway, I just want to say that please come check us out. Yeah, you know I'm always repping the town, baby. I appreciate you, Jack Kenna. Please come check us out on our channel. I'm gonna run around and try to find somewhere where I could go do this, and if I get there in time, I'm gonna hop back in with you, Cap.
Sure.
And I'll be able to hear you because it's crazy loud right here, right now.
Yeah.
But love you. Thank you for letting me on here real quick. And I'll be back hopefully shortly.
You got it. And remember,
all right, guys.
Raider Nation Drinking Club. Write your stuff. Write the link in the comments, okay?
Right. For sure.
All right, Thor, you got it, brother. Good to see Thor. I wanted to make sure that because you guys know Thor has his stuff on. I support Thor. I support Q. I support and Violus, I think, was what there's a couple other people that are with them. Okay. I support the gentleman. Listen to what I said. Thor, Q. I support the dudes. Get over to his show. It's on. Well, after you can do like my show and then his show, and then you come back. Go back. But I support Thor. And Jason said, get out of that. I can't get out of the Roku contract, Jack. I'm obligated. Let me ask you a question. And if you say you're going to do something and then you back out of it, that's an indictment of you. That's an indictment of you. What about OG? Oh, okay. What about OG? What? I don't get Jack. I support OG. I support everybody. Well, okay. Let me rephrase. I support particular people that are worth my support. OG, yeah, he's family. I support the dudes. Flyers win 6-2. And here it is. The game is canceled. It would not be. It's canceled. Possibly the AFC change. See, I like this. Because there is an advantage. The Chiefs have an advantage. The Bills have an advantage, and the Bengals have an advantage. They all have advantages. Their advantages are this: the Chiefs are playing one extra game, and they will, if they win. Sorry, if they win Saturday, they're the number 1 seed. The Bills have the advantage of, and the Bengals have the advantage of, basically they had like a scrimmage, like a practice. We talking about practice, not a game, practice, which is about what it was. So they're thinking about, okay, whoever wins will have a choice of, do you want to have a bye and go to a neutral site, or do you want to have home field and not have a bye? And then the second team, whoever's the second team, number 2, will get the other one. And I like that. It's innovative. Agua Card did. He said it'll be a Raider retire. Let's see. Yeah, exactly. Be a man of your word. Oh, okay. Just went. Oh, yeah. OG's good. You said support. I know you support our brother fan. Yeah, I support the people that are worth my spit. Thor's a good guy. Make sure you head on over to Thor's channel after this. But I'm going to put the link up, okay, so you can come in just like Thor. Like I said, I knew he was going to – I wanted him in early because he's going to be going to his own show. So I hit the link, guys. Please hit the likes and subs. Thank you there, Jack. Jack is like a promoter, man. Hit the likes and subs. I appreciate that. See, we had like 20-something people watch. Now we only have 15. That's a bummer. Hit the link. Come on in. I'm happy the Flyers won tonight. They've won like at least 3 or 4 straight. That's amazing because they started out like gangbusters and then they sucked for the majority of the season, and they've won like 4 or 5 straight, at least 4. Hit the link. But we're talking football. We're talking the fact that the Raiders season ends in 48 hours. Okay, it's 6:30 Pacific right now, right? In 48 hours, 6:30 at night, barring an overtime, the Raiders season is dead. It's done. It's done. I got to find something to watch. So while we're here, hang on. I know. I apologize for yawning. I apologize. Oh, what's a movie? I'd rather watch a movie. Hitman's Wife's Bodyguard. Nah. District of Hood, the Golden Arm. What the hell is Golden Arm? Oh, women's arm wrestling? Yeah, not watching that. Robin Hood Men in Tights. No. Not 12 Years a Slave. I heard that was a great that actually won the I still haven't seen that. One of these days I have to watch that. All About Steve. I think that's a comedy. Yeah, Sandra Bullock, maybe. X-Men First Class? Well, wait a second. Silver Linings Playbook going into X-Men. Okay, that's what we'll watch. Silver Linings Playbook. It's the very end. Okay. Yeah, it's after the dance contest. This is what we got. Okay. So, and then we'll go watch X-Men First Class. 12 Years based on a true story. Yeah, I'd like to see it. It's on. Okay. Thank you, Chef B. Thank you. Welcome in. Doug Yapel. Doug! Doug, good to see you, Doug. The Duggar from York, Pennsylvania. Good to see you. Ed, no, my friend, just love my and your team. Okay. So you think if they let Stiddy take the reins, we get a veteran quarterback too while we groom a rookie? I think because Stidham is not a rookie. He's been around a couple years, right? But he was injured 2 of those. He's been around 4 years. He's been injured 2 of those, and that's why we traded for him. That's one of the reasons why they had Cam Newton in there, because he was injured. They drafted Mac Jones. Mac Jones was going to learn behind Stidham, but he was injured. See? Everybody bitches about, Stidham wasn't good. He was injured. Look it up. 12 years based on a true story. I'll watch it when I meant draft. Yeah, we're gonna draft a rookie, Stis. And Anwar Al-Khatib, Stis. Okay. Welcome to the show. Come on over to YouTube. You're on Facebook there, Anwar. Our old quarterback Peterman is starting this weekend. Oh, cool. And yeah, Chef, we're going to draft a quarterback. We are. We're going to draft a quarterback. Speaking of rights, original script of the movie, Hollywood wouldn't touch it though. Well, Steve McQueen was ahead of his time. Best stuntman actor ever. Bullet. If you haven't seen the movie Bullet, and there are young people in here that don't know about Bullet, watch Bullet. Bullitt, I think. Bullet. Steve McQueen. Great action scenes. Adams, my dream was to play for the team even before Derek Carr was a Raider. Yep, and he's going to stay here because he wants to be a Raider. Derek Carr was a bonus. Playing with his buddy was a bonus. He's going to be a Raider. Queen died way too young. Yeah, he died of I think it was his heart. Yeah, he did a lot of coke. He did a lot of coke. So have Stiddy QB1, then get a veteran QB2, draft a rookie, and who would you choose for both positions? It depends on personally, okay. I like Will Levis. I do. I also like the kid from TCU. Richardson's a Gator, but he is not accurate. So don't say that I play favorites. If he can learn his accuracy, he'll be a damn good quarterback. But until he learns to be accurate, he's like a poor man's Cam Newton. Big and strong to run over people, but he can't throw to save his life. That's Anthony Richardson. He's a Gator. I am not, like I said, I'm not partial to him, right? I'm not biased. He has a cannon for an arm. He's not fat like Jamarcus was, but he needs to learn how to throw. Oh, cocaine. Yeah, did a lot of coke. Bullet is great, but there's a better chase scenes out there. Oh, okay, cool, Kev. I'm out. I'm listening. Everybody did in the 70s, yeah. My grandma's house on Patrol Hill was in. Oh, okay, cool. If you're talking about, yeah, 68 Mustang, 69. I thought it was a 69 fastback. Or no, I think it was a 69 Mach 2, right? Somebody get that. I think it was a 69 Mach 2. Yeah, there you go. That's my favorite. My favorite Steve McQueen movie is Great Escape. You talking about Papillon? Papillon was a great movie as well. What about the quarterback from Kentucky? I can't remember his name. Willie Brown. Thank you for being in here. It's Will Levis, and there's a possibility that the Raiders draft him because Raiders will be up around 7, and he might drop to there. 68. Okay. 68, was it a fastback or a Mach 2? I know it was like kind of like greenish. It was awesome. Happy they found both Bullet Mustangs and one of the Chargers. Also, like I said, and I was talking to my buddy about it, the original Vanishing Point. The original Vanishing Point with Newman, not Paul Newman, but like the other Newman, not Alfred E. Newman either, but Newman, who played Petrocelli in the 70s. That Vanishing Point was a great movie too. Let's say, Saf, thanks for being in here, partner. Good to see you. 68. I'm sorry they found both Bullet Mustangs. Wow, one of the Chargers. Cool. Keep hearing. Here we go. Saf, welcome in. And thank you. Share. This is out there. That 289 was bored out to a 450. Wow. 289 engine back then for the Mustangs. Yeah. Bored out, but yeah, it was bored. It was made in a faux fitty. 68. Okay, there you go. 68 fastback and 68 Charger RT. Great car. I love muscle. I can't talk muscle cars like a bunch of other people can, but I love them. We'll never buy a Charger though. Why? Because of the name. I'll buy a Challenger all day long because the was it Vanishing Point? The car was a Challenger. See, it's just the name. Captain Jack can't have a Charger. He'll have a Challenger, though. And speaking of Dodge products, I'm pissed off. My truck is still sitting in a stockyard in Tampa and not in my driveway. Took 4 months to make. I bought it on what? Let's call it 420. It was really 419. So 420, 5, 6, 7, 820 it was made, and then it took a while to go from Mexico on 820. So now we're 9, 10, 11, 12, 20. We're at 4.5 months waiting. 4 months to wait, make 4.5 months to wait. I'll be 9 months earliest I get it. 9 months. Wow. I want my Ram 2500. 68 Bullet Mustang DT sells for, wow, $3,740,000 at Mecum, Kissimmee. Oh, that's right up the street from me. Captures the crown for most valuable Ford Mustang in the world. Kissimmee's about an hour away from me there, Ruben. That's where Felicia's at. That's where Felicia lives. People who know who I'm talking about, that's where Felicia lives, in Kissimmee. Last game of 99 season at KC won game after New Year's. They started the playoffs mini streak. Well, here we are going for our first W in 2023. I like that, Steve. I will be front row. I already got a sign made. Had it made today. History was made on January 10th, 2020 as the Mecum Auction Black Arena at Osceola Heritage Park filled the capacity to watch history unfold. Wow. Captain Steve McQueen, most famous line is, "I'm shaking, boss. I'm shaking." Mopar? Are you talking about Mopar? Cap needs to get a Mitsubishi Raider. I actually was thinking about it when it came out. Do I remember it being sold on TV? I wish I was at the SEMA show when it had a 68 Charger. And again, it's an hour from me. Felicia lives in Kissimmee. I still own my first car. A 67 Buick Revera. Wildcat 430 cubic and dual 4 barrels. If it was a baby, it would be right on time. Wildcat, nice car. I remember that I was in Okay, and I think it was a Nova. It was like a 68, 69 Nova. And it had a 454 four barrel, right? 454? It was a 454. And we were, I was with some guys. They were like a couple years older than me. I think I was a sophomore. They were seniors. We worked at the restaurant. I was a busboy, and they were the cooks and the clean. Was it like the cooks and they did dishes too. And the guy had a Nova 454 four barrel engine with fat ass tires on it, right? Just bitching fat ass. And he did a burnout, right? On one of the roads up in Orlando. I lived in Orlando at the time. And it was cool as hell, and it was smoky as hell. And then I'm also thinking, I'm like, dude, do you know how much your tires cost? And he's burning them out for giggles. That's the way teenagers think. Yeah, Jack, it was. I know it was a four, but he had a 454 four barrel. Maybe he souped it up. I heard the Sun Car Mustang is still being sold. It was found in a junkyard in Baja. Oh, okay. Cap, Kenna, you have Kragers. I don't know what that is. I used to own an 85 Chevy. Oh, man. Dude, I graduated in 83 high school, right? I wanted what I would love like the Z28s, right? Back then, or the Firebirds, basically the same car, but the Camaro Z28, like 82, 83. What I also wanted was I wanted a Toyota. Oh, well, it was a 74 Toyota. Was it a Supra? Yeah, it was a Supra, a 74 Toyota Supra as an older car. That's what I wanted. Or a Z28 or a Firebird. That's what I wanted. That's what it was cool. What does your sign say? What sign? Oh, you'll see it, Wood. You'll see it, Wood. What do you think about the guy that had the sign that said "Fire McDaniels, keep car"? Jeff, there were people that said "Fire McDaniels." I said I'm not going to be in that picture. Look at your text. New update on canceled game. We always wanted an 82. Okay, 82 Pontiac. Oh, the Knight Rider. Yeah, cool. Both carbureting fuel. Mine was a fuel injection with the air duct hood. Okay. Nova. That was the big end. That wasn't the Jack. It wasn't mine. I just know it was a 454 four barrel. That's and you know why I know it because, excuse me, it was drummed into my head. I said, dude, what do you have under the hood? He said, I got a 454 four barrel engine, and I memorized it. 454 four barrel. That's all I remember. Roadrunner, 69 Roadrunner wasn't now. I think, like I said, and you guys can look on in Vanishing Point, the original, because we were talking about cars. I think it was a Challenger. Is this Auschwitz? I'm watching what is it? The original class of what do you call it? The X-Men original class. 55 Chevy Apache with that. Dude, Jeff, man, make sure you take care of that. Make sure you take it. Willie Wayne, good to see you, Captain. And their dumbasses were doing that burning. Yeah. Stupid. All that rubber. Sounds like a 68 450. Dude, okay, maybe it was. Saf, maybe it was. Okay. Maybe it was, Saf. I remember it was a 454. I think, like I said, I thought it was a Nova. It could have been a Chevelle. You're right, Saf. Or I'm saying that's possible. That's possible, Saf. 454 4-barrel. And if that's what came in a Chevelle, that's what it was. Chevelles and Novas kind of look alike, right? Correct? I think they did. Sounds like a 68 Chevelle. You're probably right. Cap, you just said you pick up my 67 Rivera. That's cool. I have a 70 split bomb Camaro. Hollywood's cool as hell. My dad owned a 72 Pontiac Ventura. Okay. You see, you guys got really cool. I never had a cool car. Never. I still have never had a cool car. Never. My first vehicle that I owned, okay, I'm going to sell this. My first vehicle that I owned was a 72 puke green Datsun, not even Nissan, right? 72 puke green Datsun pickup truck. And it was just, yeah, 72 Datsun pickup truck. That was mine. And now I learned to drive in a Honda Civic, stick shift. I learned to drive in a Honda Civic. But my first car that I owned was the 72 puke green Datsun pickup truck. And I bought it as a senior, and I had it as was I a senior or was I a freshman in college? It was there. I never had my own car until then. Willie Wayne, salute. I once did the cards game, Ink McDaniels, its players, execution, said it on my live after the cards game. Okay, yeah, yep. Since the cards game. Never wants to see have I thrown any coaches under the bus. I think that it was a combination, and this is me. I think it's a combination of, okay, McDaniels' play calling was kind of kept back, right? It was kind of kept back by what they did. Okay? You understand what I'm saying? But by the same token, Carr didn't know how to implement McDaniels' offense to the point. So it was a little bit of both. I think he held back, but by the same token, when he did put out the game plan, Carr couldn't follow it to the best of his ability, honestly. Jake has a 54 Chevy. That's cool, man. See, I said, all you people with these cool ass cars. Willie Wayne, correct. So I'm correct about something. It's in rough shape, needs full. Well, spend money. Yep, Chevelle. Okay, Sap. Yeah, that's what it was. It was a Chevelle. My memories. I remember the engine though, right? I got the engine right. It was a Chevelle. Chevelle 454-69. And they did look. The Chevelle and the Nova did. They're both Chevy products, right? Both Chevy. My brother Garrow Gilbert sold a 67 Chevy Impala with a fastback 327. Man, I'm sorry. That was. Yeah. It was a nasty Datsun truck. Terry Bradshaw drove the stadium in a 72 Ford F-150. Recently? Whose friend's parents own a green Gremlin? I used to have the Matchbox Gremlin. Cap, I heard your first car was a Pinto. No, but my dad did own a 72 Pinto. We owned, and I'll admit this, when I was in Philly as a kid, my dad owned a 72 Pinto. One of the ones that if you hit it in the back, it would blow up. A 72 Pinto. He got rid of it, and then he got a 73 GMC truck because that was the truck that we moved down to Florida with. It was a 73 GMC regular truck because they didn't have all of those different. It was and it had one of those tailgates where the tailgate would like actually like pop down, and they had like the chains. The chains you had to pull the chains on you, and you had to chain it together. That's what we had. Because we sold the 72 Pinto. We sold the 72 Pinto. Oh, they just killed what's his nose's mom. Oh, this is not good. He's in one of the concentration camps. Kevin Bacon plays like one of these now. I'm sure you guys have seen this. And it's what's his name? The metal guy? Wunderbar. And he's crushing the Nazis. So they're going to be dead. Yeah, he's crushing their helmets right into their heads. Who's the guy the metal guy? The metal guy. It's that guy. Anyway. Down under. I can agree with that to an extent. What? I'm sorry. Your Pinto got rear-ended and burnt to a crisp. No, I didn't. Oh, it's bad stuff. No. Is that a 68 Chevelle yours? And Pinto was the worst built ever car with the gas tank in the back and a death trap. Yeah. Hey, Raider G's in here. I heard you got busy in a Pinto. No, I got busy in a Burger King bathroom, though. Hey. I didn't get busy in a Pinto. Not recently when he played for the Steelers. Oh, okay, when he played for the Steelers in 72. Okay. At least you didn't buy it. Oh, I remember they had an AMC Pacer. The Pacers and the Gremlins, they were fugly, weren't they? They were fugly. Yeah, this is X-Men First Class. Yeah. What's the guy's name? That's the metal guy. He can bend metal. You know, Eric Fassbender plays him as a Michael Fassbender plays him grown up. He and then the other German guy that played the Nazi plays him really grown up. Can't remember the name. Whatever. Magneto, thank you. Thank you, Jack. I hate when I have these things on the and you know who you want, but it's like, yeah, Magneto. David Letterman? That wasn't David Letterman. It was Kevin Bacon. Anyway, we've gone from Cars to X-Men. You know why? Because there's no real sports. There's a chick with a green eye and a blue eye, pretty, in the bar. That Dr. Xavier, when he has hair, young Dr. Xavier, is picking up this chick. And then what's her nose from Silver Linings Playbook, the very liberal chick that's like, you know, way too left wing for me, who said that she was the first female action girl. What's her name? Jennifer Lawrence, right? Have you not heard of Rosie? Was it Pam Grier? Rosie Grier, yeah. Have you not heard of Pam Grier? Have you not heard of Uma Thurman? I guess not, because you are a snot. Now back to football. Magneto, there we go. Hey, 5-Star Veterans Coalition's in here. Good to see you. Thank you there, shipmate. Support 5-Star Veterans. We're talking cars. We're talking movies. We're talking sports too. Now back to football. So the Dodgers offered Adonis Chapman from the Yankees a 2-year deal. That's not his first name. It's Ramos, right? I know who you mean though. Captain, there is the Sacramento Kings beating coaches Lakers. I told you guys and gals, the folks that know me well, I don't watch basketball until late May, early June. There is no reason. Honestly, there is no reason to watch basketball until late May, early June. I like hockey as action. Basketball? No. I mean, and I'll admit there's a reason why. There's a reason why. Because when I was growing up as a kid, I couldn't play basketball. I was short and fat, and I couldn't run. So I never really liked basketball. And the Sixers, because I was in Philly, the Sixers were the worst basketball team ever. Ever. I think they were 8-74, something like that. And Ed Winchell is calling you out because Ed Winchell's a Lakers fan too. So Buffalo versus there you go. The NFL Players Association must approve changes. Taking calls, sure. Come in, Steve. Let me put the link up again. Okay, come in. We're already an hour in. By the way, make sure after my show, head over to the Raider Nation Drinking channel or the Raider Nation Drinking Club, which is Thor. Go over to his channel. Hit the link. Ruben's a Lakers fan too. I'm not. I'm a Kobe fan. I am a Magic fan, Magic Johnson. My favorite Laker was James Worthy, Bob McAdoo. But that's me. You sent a pic to show Coach. Look at the payout. Lakers, USC, Dodgers, and Raiders. Yeah, Ed's pretty much an LA guy. And speaking of, he's acting the fool. He's acting a fool. He's acting a fool. He's Hollywood swinging.
Oh, God. What's up, Captain?
Dude, what's going on with you, man? Tell everybody where you're at.
Right now, I'm in Vegas. Still
in Vegas.
Yeah, still in Vegas.
And you're in Vegas. Why? Why are you in Vegas, Hollywood?
I'm in Vegas because number one, I'm going to both the Raider. I'm going both the Raider games on my birthday weekend, and we're gonna party.
Ding 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 ding! Birthday weekend, turning 50.
50 cent, man, 50 cent.
Turning 50, baby. That's awesome.
So, I just want to let you know that we're gonna have a good time this weekend when you come down. I've got to leave Saturday. My flight's at like 11:30 at night on Saturday night, so we got plenty of time to go out to dinner, have fun.
Good.
Just want to thank everybody out there for all the birthday wishes that they gave me. And let's go Raiders, man.
And Ed Winchell said we got to do dinner one night, so hopefully, maybe we can get it done. Maybe we can, Ed, get with me. It's got to be, well, if it's this season, Ed, it's going to either be tomorrow night or Saturday night after the game.
Yeah, definitely. We can all hook up and do that. That'd be fun.
Yeah.
And the other thing I want to tell you is I'm an owner.
He's an owner.
So
you'll enjoy it. You're like I said, I know you will do it well, and good. There are good things.
Yes, definitely. So,
yeah.
All right. Well, I can't wait to see you. And I know you don't get until 10:30 at night.
Yeah, are you gonna be out and about, or should I call you, or because I think that myself and I think that Dolores will probably be coming in at about the same time.
Yeah, call me. We'll come pick you guys up. Whatever we need to do.
Okay.
I'm staying over here on a Hilton property over off Dean Martin. I mean, I can throw a rock at this stadium.
Okay.
So, the hotels were really expensive this weekend. I've got several calls asking me, hey, where can I get a room? But with the conventions that's going on this weekend, I mean, hotels are $400 a night.
Yeah. And maybe we might be able to hit the convention center when we come in. They'll still probably be doing things at 10:30, 11 o'clock at night.
Yeah. Well, we're gonna go. We're gonna go tomorrow.
Send me some pictures.
Oh, will do. So I'll send you some pictures and some autographs.
Yes. Grab me. Oh yeah, if you can. Depending upon, it's a to Captain. Love from and
Dallas.
There's a little girl. She's a Latina, and she's only about like 5 foot tall. TNA. I'll try to get you her name. I can't remember all the name, but I love her. I love her. She's like my favorite. And there's a couple other ones, but I'll try to get, if you see her, I can't remember her name though, because she hasn't been around in a bit. But if I get her name, I'll send it to you. But yeah, if possible, to Captain, love your schlong, signed, whoever. That would, and I'll put him in my autograph book. It'd be great.
Oh, that would be so funny, man. But then people think that I'm Captain. We get that mix up all the time, don't we? Except for I don't have the long beard like you do.
Yeah,
I'm a little bit more clean cut than you.
Yeah. You're very square. You're the square guy. I'm the biker. Best to you, best to your missus and all that, and have a good time. Go tomorrow. If you can, like I said, if you can get autographs, I'd love them.
Okay.
And but only if possible, and know that I would enjoy them. And like I said, maybe we'll do. And Ed Winchell, if you want to do dinner, it's got to be tomorrow or Saturday after the game, before Hollywood flies.
Yeah, I mean, we could do it Saturday. You don't get in till late on Friday, so I would say let's do it on Saturday.
Okay.
So
we'll get us there, Ed. We'll try to do that.
All right. We'll talk to y'all later.
Even said Saturday night. Best to you. Welcome to ownership.
Thank you, brother.
You got it. And,
all right, brother.
Let me know about the official. Was it the official one?
Yeah, no problem.
Got it.
All right, brother.
Good talk to you. Take care. Have fun.
We'll talk to you later. Yes, sir.
Raiders. Going out with porn stars, you bastard. I envy you. Take care.
Bye.
Bye-bye. That's Hollywood, man. He's going out with porn stars, baby. Gotta love that. Man. Am I going to Sacto? No, not tonight. Woo! Our hometown. Yeah, Prime Video. I don't know what that Prime Video. Did they make the? And it's what did they made the whoever where the NFL is going to be on TV. Shoot, we're already over an hour, man. We're already over an hour. Am I going to Sacto? I would go to Sacto if I had something to do. I've been to a Wizards game in Washington, D.C. I've been to a Magic game in Orlando. I've been to the NCAA tournament games. And I enjoyed them. I actually saw Florida and Florida State play on the same court a couple of years ago in Orlando at Amway. So 1 second. Ooh. excuse me. I would come out to Sacramento if I hung out with you, Jack. If I hung out with Jack, I'd go out there. We'll try to do that as well. Remember, it's a Thursday night. We've been talking about movies. We've been talking about like cars, like cool cars, man. Friggin' awesome cars, like muscle cars, old school. We talked some sports. We talked baseball. Somebody hit me up. What's this? Ed Winchell. Oh, okay. Ed Winchell just sent me something. Wait a second. Let's see here. Okay, that's true. Oh, Ed Winchell, 74 Challenger. Nice. Oh, that's awesome. 74 Challenger. Freaking awesome. That would be freaking awesome. Okay. Oh, and this is from Ed. This is from information from Dusty. Okay, and I'm gonna get. Oh, Jack's on there. Jack, 1 second. Let me get. I'm gonna read what Ed sent me. AFC Championship game will play at a neutral site if the participating teams played at an unequal number of games, and both could have been the number one seed. Okay, Buffalo and Kansas City. But and by the way, I said I have a sign ready for Hollywood to have out there with me. There's a couple of different scenarios. This was sent. The thing is, the bottom line is this. Is that they need to make things equitable for all parties involved. I'd go to Sacramento if I could. I'd hang out with Jack. I'd go to a Kings game. I'd go to a Giants game if it's in spring. Get tickets. We'll go. Speaking about Giants, we'll go to the biggest Giants fan I know. How you doing there, Jack?
Salute, Cap. Salute, Nation. Ed, give Cap your number so I can get it, so I can give you a call, brother.
Don't you got Ed's number?
I thought I had it. I can't find it. I've been wanting to call him for a while, to hang out and actually get together for a game. I met up with Raider Cujo for a game earlier this year, but I can't find Ed's number. So just send it to me on Messenger. Okay, and then I got to ask you, so I sent you that picture. I said OG that same thing too. What do you think of Otto's house? That was the original house, Yuba City.
Okay, I am sending you Ed's. Now let me get. Let me make sure I got your number, Jack. Oh, okay. Wait. Hey, Ed, I dialed you accidentally, Ed. I'm sending Jack your number if that's okay. Is that okay? Okay, good. I was going to ask that. Okay, thanks, Ed. All right, bye-bye.
Ed,
he said
Salute Nation. So guys, okay, let's go back to. I'm a huge San Francisco Giants fan, and I know you're a big Phillies fan.
Yeah.
For the Phillies and the Flyers, and I love Kapler, dude. Kapler's been a great manager for the Giants, so I'm glad he's there. So after losing a Hall of Fame, manager to get Kapler, I'm like, that's great. And I lost a couple bets, again, I know probably at some point, SC is going to be watching this. SC wouldn't bet me.
Right.
It was Auntie I lost to, and Gabe I lost money to. So I paid those guys off. Dodgers whooped our ass. Oh, I'm sorry. You're on Roku.
That's fine. Ass is okay. Ass is okay. It's in the Bible.
But it's just great, even being on different teams, we're all Raiders fans at heart, and that's all that matters. That's the number one team for all of us.
Yeah.
So it's going to be interesting. I've never expected I am a Carr fan. I like what Carr's done. And I got a couple weird questions. So number one, so with Stidham played great for this first game coming out.
Mm-hmm.
3 touchdowns, 2 picks, 300+ yards. If Carr did that, I'm sure the Raider Nation would probably be going, oh, we're upset with you and so forth. They want to expect more from him. I want to hear your opinion on that. We need to, if we're going to do something, we need to get, is there a quarterback? Honestly, the guy I want is not coming out next year.
No, it's the kid from USC that everybody.
Exactly. Absolutely. I already told SC that. I'm like, I want the kid from USC. Like, when I watched him play against my Notre Dame team, man, he looked just like Mahomes. He created stuff out of nothing, and he played awesome. So, but I don't want Tom Brady.
No,
He can't throw the ball down the field anymore. He can't throw it deep. I don't want Jimmy G, who's going to only play for 3 or 4 games and get hurt.
Yeah.
So let's think about this. So Carr's gone.
Yeah.
Do we want? I can't believe we can stay with Stidham as our starting quarterback. I mean, unless he blows away the world next week, this weekend against, Kansas City, which I don't think he will.
No, I don't think he will. But
what do we do? I mean, who do we take for like a 1-year flyer to get to that level, to be horrible again, and the Raider Nation being all upset, to get to that kid from USC, because I think he's going to be a game changer.
Mm-hmm. Here's the thing. You don't need to have the number 1 pick in 24 to get Caleb Williams. You need to have the number 1 pick in 24 to get Caleb Williams. You understand what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
You don't need to have it at first, but you need to have it at last. If McDaniels wants Caleb Williams, he'll get him. Okay? And it's a matter of, what do you want to give up for the number 1 pick in 24? And you're not going to know where you are, because I honestly think that the Raiders are going to be decent next year. I really do.
Well, I thought the Raiders would be decent this year. After going from the year before and making the playoffs, and on the grit and grime of Carr, and him actually leading the team. And I'm not sold on. I guess I'm not sold on McDaniels, and I'm not sold on Graham. But it is what it is. The Raiders are they're turning their face, and we're disrespecting one of the better players in our history at quarterback. You and I know this. We've been watching this team from the early 70s. They don't grow on trees. Right. And we're not going to get that player this year in the offseason. So I do believe we need to go all out the year afterwards and go after this kid.
Okay, but here's the thing. The Cardinals drafted Josh Rosen 1 year, and then the very next year they went after Mini-Mite, who's their current quarterback, right?
Well, yeah, I agree. Rosen wasn't the answer, and I liked him. It's coming out of UCLA.
Right, but
he looked pretty good.
Right, but they didn't know that Rosen wasn't the answer, but they found out, right? The point is
you can't trust drafting in the draft.
But okay, by the same token, drafting Mahomes wasn't a given either.
No, he sat his first year.
Okay, but what I'm saying is that they didn't know that Patrick Mahomes was going to be. Did you think that when Kansas City drafted Patrick Mahomes, he was going to be all that in a biscuit? I didn't.
No, I thought he was going to be a really good quarterback, but I didn't expect him to be all world the way it's it's kind of like AR. When we drafted Fabian Washington at number 23 and Aaron Rodgers went at number 22.
No.
What was it, reverse? Okay.
Yeah. He went the pick after the Raiders.
No one saw that coming either.
Okay. And did you see there was a kid from Michigan drafted with pick 199?
Oh, no. Nobody saw that coming.
That's the point.
I talked to a couple of Raiders fans, and they said, the kid from Kentucky is what a couple people have been saying.
Yeah, and I said that if you're gonna draft a quarterback in the first round, and I don't necessarily think you need to draft a quarterback in the first round, but if you do draft a quarterback in the first round, my pick would be Will Levis, because I think that he's big, he's strong, he needs to get more consistent. But he has accuracy. Better accuracy than Anthony Richardson does. Anthony Richardson, proverbial, can't hit the water from a sinking boat.
So, Cap, who was the last guy we drafted from Kentucky?
The kid that went down to Miami. That was
the running back. That was like, it was a quarterback. It was like a running quarterback, and Mayock's guy, like the X factor.
Yeah.
I don't know. I kind of feel the same way. That's my vibe with that quarterback. So I'm sorry about that, guys, but that's just my vibe.
Yeah. I mean, I think that of all of the first round quarterbacks, I think that Levis would be the only one that I would take in the first round. CJ Stroud is I'm not saying he's a statue, but he's close. The kid from Alabama is going to get broken in half. Okay. He can get broken in half. Richardson isn't accurate. And who are the other quarterbacks other than Levis?
There's really not much.
Yeah. I like the kid from TCU. He could throw, he could run, and he's got heart. He's got moxie.
And you want him in the first?
No.
Top 10 pick? No.
No. Second round. Because we drafted, and I'm going to use a Black Thanos. We drafted Derek Dallas Carr in round 2.
That was a great pickup. Second round draft pick.
Yeah.
So he played better than all the other guys.
Right.
I will say this, which I hate this because it's another year. It's another year. I don't want to wait another year. Like, you don't want to wait another year. We're getting older. We don't have that many more years left. Exactly. But I do think that kid from USC, I wouldn't even mind trading some of our picks to go to next year to get a kid like that to put us, what OG always says, franchise. I think that's a kid that can actually take this team and make a difference and change things up. Can you imagine Patrick Mahomes versus a younger Patrick Mahomes? I feel they're very similar. And if you have the weapons that you have on this team that are still under contract for all these years, I don't want to have patience. I really don't. But I feel like patience would be better served if you know you're going to get a guy like Marcus Allen or a Bo Jackson. You're going to get a player like Tim Brown. You know you're going to get that type of player versus the unknown. I feel like that kid is like a sure shot.
Yeah. I think he can be. But it's a matter of how much draft capital do you want to give up for him? Because
I agree. We're not going to make the playoffs this year, so we already know about that.
Right.
So Stidham's going to play. Yeah. So, if Stidham plays well, we give him like a mid type of contract for another year or maybe 2 years, and then we get drafted a quarterback.
I sign him for at least 2 years. At least 2 years.
We'll see how he plays this week. I asked this question on several chats, and I got no response. So what if Carr had the same stats as Stidham? About 375 yards, 3 touchdowns, 2 picks.
No. I mean, I understand where you're going with the question, but the point is Carr would not have had those stats because Carr would have been sacked 8 times. He would have been sacked 8 times.
No, that's not like game 1 against the Chargers. Carr's got one of the fastest releases in the NFL, but maybe, who knows? We don't know. But what I'm just saying is, if we're just going to compare numbers, Everyone had been complaining that Carr threw that last pick, like Stidham threw that last pick. And, it's like, I thought he played really well for our first game. But if you're going to compare the two, compare one to the other, just the same stats, just compare it based on stats alone, then compare it. So I honestly, I don't feel like our quarterback is out there this year.
Yeah.
I don't want Tom Brady. Tom Brady has no arm left.
No.
He may be a great reader of defenses. He's even less mobile than Carr.
Exactly.
And Jimmy G, man, that guy can't stay on the field for more than 3 games a season.
By the way, Jimmy G just got hurt watching the show.
It's like, the Niners, who are like they won their division. They've been trying to move that guy, get off of him, but Trey got hurt, so they had to play Jimmy G this year.
Right.
And Jimmy G, look at his stats. Look him up. How many games has he played in the last 2 or 3 seasons? He's never healthy. I don't want a guy that can't stay on the field. Mm-hmm. I'd rather have Stidham than Jimmy G. Do I want Stidham more than Carr? No. But I want him more than Jimmy G because Jimmy G and Carr are very similar. But Jimmy G cannot stay on the field. Mm-hmm. He's always hurt.
I'm gonna agree with Kojo as well. When we have
Kojo.
Yeah, and good to hear.
Kojo. Hey, Kojo's my 916 brother. We've met up for a game. Love you, brother.
Kojo, actually, you are incorrect if you're talking about next year. We only have one quarterback next year, and that is Chase Garbers, because Jarrett Stidham is a free agent after this year.
He is, but they're going to sign him.
But I'm saying technically, who is under contract for the Raiders next year right now? Okay, technically, we do have 2 quarterbacks under contract right now. One of them is Derek Carr, who we know is not going to be here. The other one is Chase Garbers. So we have 2 quarterbacks, but we know that Garbers is going to be the only one that will be on the roster next year. Unless, and here's the unless, the Raiders can't find a trade partner and then they play a game of chicken with Derek Carr.
Well, Carr's going to go, dude. I mean, Carr's that is the ultimate, disrespect. It's like he's not on the bench. He's off the field. He's not a backup. Carr said, I'm done. You know what? They're going to have to let him go because why would, even if they got a trade partner, so Cap. So they got to let him go by, I think it's February 15th.
Yeah.
If they don't let him go by then, if they have a trade partner, it's not until March. Right. If the other team backs out, then we're stuck with that contract.
Yes.
So they're going to have to let him go by February 15th. And then you have to trust another team to carry it through until March. So Carr's going to walk, and he's going to go to wherever he wants to go.
Wait a second. Why can't you, and I don't know, because again, the contracts can't be official until March 15th, but, and I'm gonna say this. Can you, and I don't know if this is legal or not, but why can't you say the contract that we're gonna give you for Derek Carr, you have to promise this, and if you don't, you're gonna be out that.
I don't know. Maybe it's like Carlos Correa. The Giants got it backed out of that, and now the Mets are talking about him. You can back out at any time. So that's the things that I've been watching on YouTube and different broadcasters, not the Raider broadcasters, but the national broadcasters. Right. They can say they can back out at any time, and then the Raiders are stuck with it.
Yeah. So, but again, if there's got to be a way a lawyer can get in on this.
And then it's also the fact that, Carr's got to agree to it. So why would Carr, if I'm Derek Carr, why would I allow you to trade me after you just punked my ass and made me go home and then get draft capital for me to hurt my future team? No, you got to cut me. And then you got to pay my $5 million next year which I can take off the salary of next year's team that I go to, and hope that I get a win. Because you know what? He's all going to be about like getting to the playoffs. He's going to be like, I need to show everybody that I need to go to the playoffs.
Yeah. But here, like I said, we won't know.
We don't know.
We don't know. We can only conject. Okay? And see, Ruben hates McDaniels like Ed Winchell hates Carr. It's the same thing. Ruben hates
I love Ed. I love Ed. He's an old school guy like you and me. And he's like, one of the true guys like Robert Pena, you, OG, and a bunch of other guys I talk to. But, I'll be glad. I can't wait to meet Ed for a game and hang out with him because he's local to me. He's not that far away. He's only like 30 minutes.
Well,
so we'll have that debate. I'll have that debate because I like Carr.
I already sent you his number. It's in your phone.
Awesome. Thank you.
Okay.
So I brought up, some debates. I love you, Cap. I love you, Nation. Guys, until next time, salute. Peace out.
You got it. Hey, thanks again, Jack, for coming in. Always good hearing from you, brother. That's Jack. Now, speaking of a hater, and he laughs as soon as I say it. Okay, first off, Rube, it's Roku night. It's Roku. He's nodding up and down. No cussing. No cussing. And Rube can do it. Rube can do it. And welcome Obi-Wan. Obi-Wan's in the house. Good. If I'm Carr, here we go. If I'm Carr and a stable is willing to trade and take the contract, I'm taking it. See, that's the other thing. If there is a trade partner for Carr, because remember, he's going to make $40 million next year. If he gets cut, he ain't making $40 million. Think about it. If he gets cut, he's cut. We eat 5.6. But somebody's going to want to pick him up, but he ain't making $40 million. Seriously, he's not making $40 million if he gets cut. But if somebody wants to trade for him, they're gonna have to do that. So we're gonna put in my shipmate Rube. Remember, Rube, watch your mouth. Watch your mouth.
I will watch my mouth.
Watch your mouth. How you doing, brother? Good to hear from
you. Good? I gotta fix my shield. It's a little bit off. It's different when you
at least it's not upside down like the guy you hate who had it upside down for about 5 minutes during the Steelers game.
I don't add what he has to say, but if I see some of the comments, because I got two phones. I got this one and the other one went to the comments, okay? You guys are crazy. You guys are saying Carr's not worth his money. Okay, he might not worth the money now because how did he get that contract to begin with? Over the years, he earned it. That's exactly how he got his money. He earned it. Now, McDaniels got a big contract too. Did he earn that money? More importantly, who was before McDaniels? Did Gruden earn $100 million? $10 million for each of the years that he was the coach? No. You guys ain't talking about that no more, huh? All you talking about is Carr.
It's apples and oranges. Because
exactly. But you guys are bringing up money and contracts and who's worth what?
Coaches' contracts don't count against the cap.
Okay, that's true. But you guys are talking about who's worth what. He said he's not worth $40 million. That may be so, but he earned his money.
I'm worth $1 billion. Okay? I'm worth $1 billion.
Hey, it ain't coming out of my bank account, so I don't care what they pay these guys. All I know is that whatever contract McDaniels got, he's not worth that money. And you guys are crazy if you think that's not a rerun what happened in Denver. Okay, it is. The only difference is he has better talent. He's got better players. This is the team that made the playoffs last year. Remember, he came in. He was supposed to do better than Rich Bisaccia, okay, who was an intern coach, who we cut, who they let go. And I think at least with him, Mark Davis did it in person. Del Rios, he did it over the phone. What kind of crap is that? That's the kind of organization that these guys are playing for. This is the kind of man that Mark Davis is. He's not his father. And he's doing shady stuff. When it's time to let him go, look how he's letting him go. Be a man. If you don't want the guy anymore, at least tell him to his face like a man. Say, hey, Thank you, Del Rio, for what you did, but I no longer want your services. I'm in love with Gruden because we all know he was, but see, he couldn't even tell him that. He lets him go, and poor Del Rio's up at the podium. I would have shared a cheer if they let me go. I'd be mad.
Don't go poor Del Rio.
No, I know, but I'm saying the way he went up, I would be mad. I wouldn't be over there. Everybody knew, he loved this team. He coached the team. One thing I didn't really like about him, he was too friendly with the players. You can't be too friendly with the players when you're a coach. You're there to coach.
Wait, Rube. You know what the funny thing is about Del Rio?
But you're there to coach, though, Captain.
Wait, time. May I? Can I finish? It's
Yeah,
my
you can finish.
show, and I can't even talk on my show. Okay.
You can finish.
Thank you. Del Rio, and this I think is more is actual fact. I mean, it's hearsay, but I believe it. Del Rio is more of a racist than John Gruden was.
Probably is. A lot of those guys play back, back way when you could say, do all kinds of stuff. But now you got social media. Things are different. You got to watch what you say.
Del Rio was more of a racist than John Gruden was, and people knew that. The other thing about Del Rio is that I didn't like his work ethic.
Yep.
He was the last one in the building and the first one out.
Yep.
That's not what I want in a coach. I
don't either.
Like Gruden,
or a player.
Same
yep.
thing.
Or a player. You want guys that really want to be there, that want to work at their craft, that try to get the best and the most out of, that want to win. Not some of the time, all of the time. Every time they go on that field, they give it their all. Not all the players do that. And one thing, I don't know if anybody brought this up, but we all saw it. What is 21 doing with McCaffrey coming at him? He's not even getting momentum going forward to tackle him. You see that tackle? That was not a tackle. If I was the DC, I'd pull 21. I think that's Robinson. And I pull him when they made the interception. Yeah. And I pull him aside and I tell him, that is not how you tackle. You're going to tackle like that? Grab some pine. You're sitting out this series. That pissed me off. McCaffrey should have got another 10, 12 yards because he bulldozed and ran over Robinson. He's 21.
Yeah.
That's his number. What's wrong with him? He can't move forward. He's scared to take a hit for a hit. He should have popped him on his you-know-what. And he didn't. He got rolled over. And then, I don't know if you've seen social media. They've been making fun of him, how he's getting kicked over, like spinning like a cartoon character going into another state or whatever. They're making fun of him. And he should be made fun of because that's not how you tackle. He made McCaffrey look good, really good on that play.
Can I finish?
Yep.
Can I get a word in edgewise? Take a breath, Ruben.
Okay, I've been breathing.
No, yeah, take a freaking long breath so I can get a word in, okay?
All right.
True. Amick Robertson looked bad on that, but you know how tall he is, right? He's like 5'7", 5'8".
But Captain, he's like this. He's waiting for him. Like, come to me. No, go to him. Have some momentum. So when you hit him, you're gonna knock him back. Not he knock you back. He was standing there and he absorbed the hit.
Okay. Well, you know what? True. But the other thing is, if you are going forward with McCaffrey, you run the risk of
maybe missing him.
If you remember, if you're playing football, where do you put your eyes?
Put it on the ball.
What never moves?
The ball never moves unless he switches hands.
No. You put your eyes right here.
Oh, the hips, but I go for the ball. Because why?
That's not his cock, by the way.
Yeah, but when I tackle though, I don't really try to go for the guy. I try to go for that ball. Why? Because 9 times out of 10, you go for that ball's coming out. At least I know when I hit you. Because every time we used to play football, I used to always go for the ball. Sometimes I put my head in there. I wouldn't see the ball come out. I just see the guy picking it up and going down the other way. Why? Because I hit the ball. If I know he's going down, and see, Robinson had him, okay? You cover the inside. You make him come to the right side because you had guys on that side. So when he comes and he goes away from you, he's going to go right to them. He didn't do that. He gave the option of standing there, and McCaffrey did what? He went right to the right side. He went to the other side of him like a running back would do because he's seeing, he's running. He sees him in front of me. I got guys on my left. I got nobody on the right. I'm going to run to the right, and this guy's not moving at me. And you're right. McCaffrey's going to do this. He's going to do that juke or whatever. If you take at least a step forward, step 1 or 2 forward while he gets closer to you, he's not going to be able to do that juke. And if he does, you're going to hit right into him. He's going to hit right into you because that little juke thing ain't going to move. Because once you go in that direction, where you know which way he's coming, you got him. You're going to nail him dead on. Like when you see some of the guys that tackle, when they stick the guy real good and you're like, yeah, that's what I'm talking about. That's how you hit somebody. Send him, and that pass that he threw to Adams, he took a good hit.
Ruben, shut up for a second.
Okay.
Please.
He did take a good hit.
I want to recognize Adalberto. Ed, I'm glad that I'm sorry I didn't get a chance to see you. I would have said something, but I can't get a word in edgewise when Ruben talks.
Sorry.
But Ruben, you make good points. You do. You make good points.
Well,
okay. But we all play general manager.
Oh, I know that.
We play coach. We play general manager. We do all of these things because you know what? We know I could be better. I am better than that. I'm better than that schmuck. I'm better than that schmuck.
I would like to think so, Captain, because I don't think you would call the crap that he calls, okay? Like, Jacob wasn't used right in that game against Kansas City. We should have won that game. And if you're going to call a play up the middle, you don't use Jacob up the middle. He's not Bo Jackson. He's not going to bulldoze nobody. And they're that close to the goal line. How come you don't have him doing a quarterback seat or a bootleg with Jacob in the backfield as a decoy? Kansas City would have bought it so good. Carr could have run around. He could have fell down, walked up, and walked in and still got the touchdown. That's how good they could have faked them out. But McDaniel's playbook is so simple. Oh, no, let's just give it to Jacob. He'll get the 2-point conversion. By the time I was looking up and I was drinking my beer, the play was over with already. I was like, what happened? Jacob went over the middle, and they stuffed him. He didn't even get that close to the end zone, okay, at all. Mm-hmm. And that was your 2-point play that he designed in the red zone, which if you're going to run that, then just go for the extra point. Have Carlson go out there and kick the 1 point and tie the game. I know they're on the road. I know he's trying to go for the win. They're not trying to stay in Kansas City no longer than they have to. Mm-hmm. But that was a dumb call. And for everybody who says it's Carr's fault, McDaniel's not calling the right place, I noticed one thing right away. When Stidham went out there and he started playing, how come the play calls were a lot different than they were for Carr? I know why, and people can say whatever they want. They didn't want Carr from the beginning. So if you're a head coach and you don't want that guy that you want,
time. Stop. That's a good. I'm going to stop you. I could mute you, but I want to stop.
No, go ahead.
That's a good point. Here's the thing. I thought that as well. But according to the players, and this is the point. According to the players were the same.
Okay, well,
according to the players, I thought, well, maybe he's held back a little bit. Maybe he did to a little point, but it's only because the players Stidham executed the plays.
He did. He played good. I'm not going to take nothing away from the kid. He did good.
Carr did not. So that's why it was more crisp. That's why the plays were better. It's because Stidham executed the plays that Carr did not.
Let me ask you a question, Captain, because you saw the picture I put up. I showed, and I put a ruler, and when the knee went down with that rookie kid in Pittsburgh, he didn't get the first down. I got proof of it. I said I would put it up. It's put up. It's out there. Everybody saw it. Now, the defense wins that game. The game's over. We stop them if it would have went that way. Now, if that happens, do you think Carr gets benched still anyway or no?
If Carr wins in Pittsburgh, I think he does not get benched, no.
Okay, now if he wins that game and he still gets benched, what do you make McDaniels in?
It's McDaniels' team, Rube.
I know that, but I'm saying it's like I said in the video that I made. McDaniels has to prove something to the league and to himself because of the ego, okay? He has to bring in his own guy because God forbid he gets to the Super Bowl at Carr and then he can't say, hey, I picked Carr. No, Carr has been here since 2014. But if he picks his own guy and he wins the championship, they won't say to him what they try to say to Flores. Remember when Madden left the building and then when Flores won the first title that he won, and that was their second one, the Raiders' second, Vince Lombardi, a lot of people went around saying, oh, he has Madden's team. He only had like 2 or 3 players from that team. That team that Flores coached, he won that Super Bowl with his team, with a few players left over from Madden's team. Okay, I know what McDaniel's doing. I'm not dumb. I see what I see. I might not always say what I see, but I've been watching this sport a long time. I know how McDaniel is. We all should know how he is because what he did in New England and what he did over there in Denver, I should say didn't do in Denver. And now, unfortunately, we're stuck with him, at least for another season.
Let me ask a question. Let me ask a question, okay? What did Belichick do in Cleveland?
Oh, we know what he did. He didn't find success until he got to New England.
And what
because Bledsoe got hurt.
What? Wait a second. What team was that for Belichick?
The Cleveland Browns?
No. What team was that with Belichick? Because he was the coach of the Browns, right?
Yes.
Then he was the coach of what team? Who was?
I don't know. Was it the Jets?
Jets for about an hour. For about a day. Okay.
I can remember that because they still show clippings of that every once in a while.
His third team. What happened with his third team? What's his third team? It was the Patriots, right? Okay.
Okay. It was the Browns, the Jets, I guess New England.
Right. So the point is that McDaniels was a coach in Denver and he sucked.
Yeah, bad.
What was McDaniels' second team?
I have to say the Saints, but I don't think it is. I don't remember.
It was the Colts for about a day and then he backed out.
Oh, okay. He was a head coach?
But you see the similarity there?
Yeah, he's following his daddy's footstep.
It was a day. Right?
Okay, a day. And he actually was a head coach for a day?
Now, I am not saying that McDaniels is the second coming of Bill Belichick. But what I am saying is this. People have different events happen to them for different reasons down the line. Okay?
That's true.
Johnny Unitas played for the Steelers and he sucked.
Yeah, he did.
But he went to the Colts and he's a Hall of Fame quarterback.
Yeah.
Because it was a change of scenery.
Yeah.
Jim Plunkett was a bust in New England, went to the Giants, couldn't get nothing done in with San Francisco.
Yeah, I would say the 49ers.
The backup.
Yeah.
And we win 2 Super Bowls.
With them, and he's still not in the Hall of Fame. Figure that one out.
That's another question.
I know.
Different people have different things, and they have the opportunities are there. And I firmly believe that Derek Carr will go to another team and will take that team to the playoffs. I firmly believe that.
There were talks that the Giants are interested in him, or the Jets, or even the Dolphins.
The Giants, the Jets, the Dolphins, any team in the NFC South.
Yep.
Any team in the NFC South, the Texans, because even though they got the first pick in the draft, I still think that they would take a quarterback at number 1 and still have Derek Carr come in there.
McDaniels, it'd be dumb not to take a quarterback, whether he keeps Carr or not. You need to take one. This guy's been doing this for 9 years, and if you keep him next year, that's 10 years. He's not going to be healthy, and he's not going to be young forever. So if you don't start getting one now while you can, when do you get one?
Ruben, I love you, brother, but we're gonna land a plane.
Well, I hope we get something. I mean, come on, but we need defense badly. Badly.
Which is why I say honestly, I don't want a quarterback in the first round. I don't either. But I would take the kid from TCU in the second round. I would. Gannon, like I said, thank you, Mac. That was my next one. Rich Gannon was a career backup.
Yep, he was.
With the Vikings. Well, actually, he was a starter with Minnesota. He didn't
MVP too.
To Kansas City, he kind of sucked. And then we get him, and he's a league MVP.
Yep.
Different people play for different organizations, and they go higher or lower.
He made it to the big dance, but he didn't win.
Osama was with us. He's an all-pro quarterback. He goes to the Eagles. He sucks.
Yeah.
Different people, different events, different circumstances. And
what do you think is the possibility that they keep Carr? And if so, what are they paying him?
They're not going to pay him $40 million.
Well, if they do, then don't expect anybody on defense because you're not going to have the money to get them.
No, they're not going to pay him $40 million.
That's what I mean.
Right.
Now, do you think he will take a pay cut to stay on the team if they were decided to keep him and go that route, that they still get a quarterback in the draft?
Nope, they don't want him.
Okay, when you say they, you're talking about McDaniels don't want him.
They've made it painfully obvious that they don't want him. Painfully obvious that they don't want him. And that's it. But he will go somewhere. He will either be cut or he will be traded. What
You
that
think?
will be, we will find out soon.
Okay, if they trade for him, what do you think they'll get for him?
If somebody wants Derek Dallas Carr, they're going to get that somebody that really wants him.
Yeah.
Is really quarterback needy. They're going to get a 1.
Okay. Now, where do you think he's going to land?
What?
Where do you think he's going to land? Because they got Danielson in New York, and Carr's an upgrade above him.
He can go to various places, partner. I don't know.
I read something about the Saints, but I'm just saying, where do you think he's going to go?
Here, any team in the NFC South, that's 4 teams.
Okay.
The Giants or the Jets. Okay. Houston, Indianapolis. There's 8 teams right there. Washington is 9. There's 9 teams, just right off the top of my head. 9 teams.
Somebody mentioned something about him going to the Niners.
Miami.
Do you think that's going to happen?
Matt Marinovich, Miami, there's 10.
You think he's going to the Niners?
No, I don't think he'd go to the Niners.
Okay. And I'm not going to curse on your show because, you said not to curse. So I'll just say TB12. Is he coming?
I don't know. Like I said, there are reports.
I've been reading a lot about that.
There are reports saying that McDaniels doesn't want him, and they're saying reports that Mark Davis does.
Yeah, and you always say, where there's smoke, there's fire.
Yeah. I got to land a plane. Even All Eyes on G said I got to land the plane. Ruben, I got to go, brother.
Okay.
You take care.
Happy New Year, and go Raiders. We better win on Saturday.
Oh, I think we will. I think we are. I really do. I think we're going to.
We don't lose in our own house like we did last week.
Well,
that's not good for us, ever.
Santiago says he's going to the XFL. I got to kick you, Ruben. You take care, bro.
Hey, he might. Go bet on that in Vegas. You might win some money.
There you go.
And don't forget, if they do get rid of Carr, I got you.
Okay.
I'm a man of my word.
We'll see you.
See you, Captain. Go Raiders.
Go Raiders. Arr, that's Ruben. I love Ruben, but I can't get a word. I can't talk. This is the Ruben show. I can't talk on my own show, you bastard. I can say bastard because that's a word. It's not a swear word. There are different things. And Jack Kennedy says he has a no trade clause. Yeah. No, Jack, I think you're wrong. I think somebody will give us a 1 for him. I do. I think we'll get minimum 2, but I think somebody will give us a 1. Someone said 5 years ago, Pryor McDaniels Carr is a top 10 quarterback. This year ranked last. Coaches. Well, no, the system. He can't play in the system. And I'm not a McDaniels apologist either, but you know what? We had a great game Sunday. Raiders not winning, it is what it is. Okay. No, it's the Captain Jack show. Better remember that, Ruben. All right. Tommy Boy has a house in Vegas. So, I got a timeshare in Vegas. That don't make me the quarterback. Dana White spilled the beans twice. Mark Davis wants butts in the seats and TV. Yes. But you know what? It doesn't – Mark Davis wants black and silver butts in the seat. He has butts in the seats. He does. But here's the thing, Lane. That's where I think that maybe we have the thing, because it's like we can trade him to a team that he will find acceptable, and maybe they wouldn't be the top pick or somebody that he wants to go to. You understand what I'm saying? It can happen. I got rid of my time. Yeah, I got two timeshares. And Mr. Sinell, and you know, there's a small rumors about Carr and the Jets, and me would eat him alive. Yes, if he goes to New York, he's friggin' gone. He won't last a hot second in New York. He won't. He won't last a hot second. And yeah, and Lane says, Lane is Raider Man 81, by the way. This is sad. This is sad. It's first class X-Men, and the guy is trying to. Oh no. That's too bad. And yeah, the weather will eat him up. Scotty Whitey, good to see you. Why would DC help the Raiders with a trade for picks after the way they did him? It's not a matter of him helping them for the picks. Is that if the Raiders, because I think that Derek Carr is not going to make $40 million. That's what I do think. He ain't making $40 million as a free agent. He's not. If he wants to keep his contract, that's the thing. You want to take the contract. If he's a free agent, he'll get maybe 30. He'll lose $10 million on a deal. Raiders did nothing to him. He played bad and lost his job. It happens. Yeah, but you know, he kind of got it. And by the way, Scotty, thank you for being here. It's been fun. Not take away from football, but if you're looking to watch something good, check out the new series with Sylvester Stallone, Tulsa King. Okay, cool. If Carr wants to keep, and that's true, Jack. That's true. If Carr wants to keep the contract. Okay, here's the deal. I got like 4 minutes before the show ends. I do have to get off in time because we are on Roku. I got a 2-hour time limit. Thank you for being here. Happy New Year to you as well. Happy New Year, Scotty White. It's been wonderful. Happy New Year to everybody. Do you think he cares more about winning than money? Remains to be seen. And if I would go now, he's not going to go to New York. I think Miami would be a great place for him. Anyway, I got to shut up. If I don't, I'll go up past my 2 hours. Could go to New York and make history. All right, folks. We will have a show. We will have a show on my channel on Sunday. We will have a show on Sunday. Saturday after the game, I'm going out with Hollywood, maybe Ed, but definitely with Hollywood on Saturday after the game. Sunday, I'll have a show. And we'll see. All our questions will be answered within about, 7 weeks? We'll find out. I'm not a mind reader. I don't know. We'll find out. Thank you as well. Thank you there to Mr. Santiago, Jack Kenna. Thank you, Havin, and thank you for remember, Wild Wild West is on Wednesdays. Come on out, Mike. Right, Casey will be coming after him with Josh Jacobs. With Jared Stidham. Hey, Mike, Sarah, if Jared Stidham plays a good game on Saturday, you need to come in and eat crow. Just saying. You need to come in and eat crow. If he doesn't have a good game, I'll say, yeah, that was the Jared Stidham got exposed. I'll be there. Anyway, I got to get out of here. Take care, everybody. We will see you Sunday for the last post game of Raiders 2022-2023. Take care, everybody.